Okay, so today we're going to be starting a new file for Undermine. This is a game that I put quite a fair amount of hours into a long time ago. I've heard it's getting a sequel. Undermine 2 is on its way next month. So what better way than to start a new save file? So best way is to just get right back into it. Oh yes, the peasants are back. Who's this? One thing I will say, forgive me, pronouncing names is not my strong suit. I'm gonna call him Arcanos, the Archmage. Peasant, I have an important task for you. As you've noticed, this mine is plagued with terrible earthquakes. I need you to delve into the mine and find the source of the tremors. And there's another thing. Our blacksmith has gone missing. And without him, the forge lies dormant. If we are to delve deep into the Undermine, we will need someone to forge new equipment. Find me the blacksmith and the source of the tremors. Now off with you, peasant. Take this key and unlock the entry to the mine. Do not fail me. Aye, aye, sir. Yeah. Oh. Peasant, take that journal on the table. This is the journal. Keep the journal with you. Refer to it if you ever seek an answer to a question. So this is our stats. So this just lets us know, again, our stats, how much health we have, swing damage, throw damage, our explosions damage, and at the beginning of the game, the most important thing, how much gold we get to keep. So there's modifiers for this, so at the start of the game you get 50% that you get to keep. This is an incremental game, so the more you play, the more you find out, the more items you unlock, minimal upgrades, the whole shabam. And so I think that's probably one of the reasons I like it, is that the more you play, the more you're rewarded. And the better you get at the game, the more you're rewarded as well. So yeah, this is where the journey begins. I guess onwards we go. The gold mine. There's so many things I'm probably forgetting to mention at the beginning of this, but honestly, I'm just so excited to get back into this that I literally just can't contain myself. I just want to get into it. What better way to show you guys what the game's about than kind of getting into it and just going along as things happen. Oh yes, the tutorial. I honestly forgot. I was so ready to just start. I'm just like, oh yeah, enemies, things. No, we're doing tutorials. I forgot the game actually tries to teach you how to play the game. Wow. Oh yeah, I guess it's important. You can actually jump to dodge. So you can throw your pickaxe, or you can just swing it. Destroy your stupid sign. Or mushrooms. So you can drop bombs. Duly be noted. Dropping a bomb and standing beside it will indeed hurt you. If you think you're immune to your own bombs, think twice. Yep. Oh yes, these guys. They will steal all your money. So we do not like them. Money is precious. my money. No ideas. Don't even think about it, buddy. That's my cash. Ah, yes. One of the main things that you will find throughout the game is these little relics. Each one is going to have different effects. So this one's the floating skull. It makes a shield that projects oh my god, projectiles most of the time. Yeah. So now we got little floaty skulls. Aw. How nice, it's wishing us luck. So this is when it stops holding your hand a little bit, I guess. I think, if I remember correctly. It's just gonna let us start doing what we really want to do, and I mean, it'll probably tell us a few more things along the way, but for the most part, we're kind of on our own, I think, at this point. Yeah. One thing that I, in particular, remember doing is, or one thing I guess I should say I like to do is I like to check all the rooms before I start blowing stuff up or doing anything with my items. Because the game gives you so many options with what you can do, and like for example, I could blow up these rocks like it told me to do, or I can use the little exploding dynamite. Now I can get in here without using my bomb. Some of you may have noticed I am attracted to sparkly things, so I noticed it right away. But the game tells you once you've exploded something in a room, where there are secrets within the walls. It doesn't tell you until you explode something, or unless you have certain items, but I love secrets, so there's no way I'm not gonna go in here. And yeah. So this is a potion, popcorn kernels, duplicate all basic items in the room. I love this potion. I remember this potion very fondly, because it used to give me so many things, and so many fun ways to almost break the game with it. We'll save that for later. It's one of those ones that I'd rather have a scenario that I can actually show you guys, so that makes more sense. Mine. This is our friend the shopkeeper. He sells us lovely things, sometimes for a discount, sometimes for extra. So let's give him a quick chat. His name is indeed the shopkeeper. Hello, would you like to join the loyalty program for 1200? Yeah, sorry sir, I'm a little bit broke right now. I'm gonna have to say no. That is too bad. Please let me know if you ever change your mind. I would love to be able to say yes to you, sir. I am unfortunately just a poor little peasant at this point. I can only buy 2 of your items. I mean, I could afford any single item, but I can't afford all your items. I'm sorry, sir. So this is what I mean by, like, the game is not giving me a key. You're not always guaranteed to be given everything that the game puts in your path. So like that other thing with the rock, I could explode it, but I only got 2 bombs. So, like, yeah, now I could afford it, but if I find something more exciting later, I might not be able to explode it. So let's go see if there's anything more exciting. So that's why I'm going to save my bombs for now. Oh! See, already my, that little sound effect was 1, me being bad at the game and not being able to dodge. But 2, my little, thing blocked me from getting hurt. My little floating skeleton. It's already proved useful. Ah, yes. A key. So see, the game has rewarded me by giving me the key, but that doesn't always happen. That doesn't always happen. So that's why I've been breaking the barrels and stuff too. There are items that are actually in these barrels. I'm not just I know a lot of them haven't really given me anything yet. But they do contain items sometimes. There is a chance that they do have items. So that's why you want to break open the barrels and stuff, is there is a chance that there is items in that. So like the chest gave me a key. Not all chests need keys to be opened. In fact, most don't. There are chests that will say or kind of almost indicate that you should be using or need to use a key on them. But not all do. This little thing I'm going to save for a second. This is indeed, if I walk into it, going to be poisonous. So this is like a little poison rock crystal, whatever you want to call it. But I can swing my pickaxe or throw it, and I can break it, and it's going to give me a little damage effect for a little while. So I'm going to save it for now, because I want to use as much of the duration, because it's not permanent, it's only a small time. So I'm going to save that effect. I'm going to unlock this. I got 2 keys right now. This other room that I haven't explored, I'll just kind of show you what it is. This is our path down. So the game is a lot about just going deeper, exploring each level of the mines, getting more powerful upgrades and stuff, and doing a whole bunch of neat stuff. The reason I wanted to get into here is this little room, little blue, this chest, gives us, each one of these gives us a relic. So this is another relic, so like our floating skull. This one's war paint. It's a relic that increases our attack damage and speed when killing enemies. So this isn't like a permanent upgrade for every time that we kill, as far as I remember. I think it's got like a timer on it. Once you kill enemies, it continues on for a certain amount of time. But yeah, it makes it so that I get more damage and attack speed when killing enemies. So like right now, I only have 14 swing damage, 10 throw damage, but the more enemies that I kill, it'll increase that damage number up. So once we start killing some enemies, I'll show you that it goes up. I don't know if for each enemy it's 1 damage or how it actually scales, but we'll find that out. Oh, hey buddy. This is Wayland. Oh hey there friend, my name is Wayland, and I'm the blacksmith. I was just down here picking some mushrooms when one of those quakes caved in the entrance. It's cool. I got a prescription from the apothecary for these. Uh-huh. Yeah. I really appreciate you blasting me out of here. Drop by my forge if you find yourself up top. I'll get you out with all the best gear I can. Also craft any blueprints you find laying around. You may even find one in that chest over there, free of charge. Alright, see you soon, pal. Okay, now I am... By the way, if you can afford it, I suggest buying that pickaxe on the rock. I thought that was supposed to be rock. It was like rake. What the heck? Oh my god. Did a fine job on that one. Okay, see you again soon. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, what do we got here? Sturdy pickaxe. Weapon upgrade increases swing damage. So, again, swing damage 14. Upgrade. Nice, we got 4 extra damage. It's actually quite a lot. It's quite nice. And we got Wayland's boots. Nice. So, Wayland's our guy when it comes to destroy everything in his place here, because I can't help myself. Wayland's our blacksmith fellow, so that thing, kind of like you said, could understand my incredibly butchered sentences. Basically, he's gone back up to the top now that he's got his mushrooms. That was totally prescribed for him and is totally normal and in no way does he have any issues. Nice. Oh yeah, we're off to a strong start here. Total Undermine pro here that we got. He's gonna give us more that little scrap paper that was on the ground that we picked up. That was another relic that we can unlock later down the road from our boy Wayland. He will craft that for us the next time we go up top, if we have the resources to do so. So yeah, always fun to find new little relics and stuff that we can craft up top. Ooh, another little secret room. Aw, buddy, what did you do? Requires a special key. Dodson, don't bother, it's locked tight. Well, we just figured that out. I let that wizard bamboozle me into coming down here, and look at where it got me. If you help me out of here, I can help you out too. I have some useful skills at being a bombsmith and all. Ooh. So one thing about this game is obviously the bombs. I remember this guy, the bombsmith. Bombs, as I showed you earlier, are extremely dangerous. Again, the bomb damage is 68, and it actually did, like, early game, like, my 200, like, that almost, like, took up, like, half of my health. They are dangerous, and he will make them more dangerous, which can be fun, but you have to understand that, oh god. Oh my goodness, this... Usually, this thing I never get it to proc. Not for the fact that it doesn't block things, but for the fact that I usually never have the skulls in position for it to block things for me. The fact that it's done it 3 times in the first, like, few floors that I've been playing is absolutely insane. But anyways, the bomb damage, like, it's really fun because obviously, like, your swing damage compared to your bomb damage, like, it's an absurd amount. Yeah, you gotta waste your resources for the bombs, but if you want to kill enemies fast, use the bombs. And there's ways to actually get your bombs stronger other than our friend here that's locked up. And it is really fun to build around them. I've done it a few times in my old playthroughs. Dodson, I couldn't remember his name further. That's why I just called him my friend. Good friend. Can't remember his name. But that guy. But yeah. Oh my god. I get so distracted. There's not even a ton of stuff going on yet, but I got the jitters. I remember this room. So, I don't know if you guys noticed, but every single room that the door's locked like this means there's something in here. Can you tell me, let's play a game here. Can you tell me which thing in here looks suspicious? Alright, let's stop screwing around. Let's just go deal with this. So just a fun fact for anyone that's out there maybe wondering. You can obviously tell I am no Undermine expert. I am just a fan of this game who wants to bring this game to other people's attention. And am somebody that's super excited for the second version of this, Undermine 2, coming out next month. And in the meantime, while waiting, I've already played the demo a little bit for Undermine 2, which has been super exciting. I'm gonna let my little bird pick up the money, because that's what he does. He's a helpful assistant. He picks up my money for me. Oh, yes. Prisoner key! So now we can free our friend, who I've already forgot his name again. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I just really enjoy this game. I'm super excited to see it get a second version, or just more content for the game. And in the meantime, I thought, what better thing to do than come back to the Undermine, just where it all started, the first game, and play through this for a bit. And up top, don't trust that wizard. But that wizard's the one that gave me the key to come save you, my boy. You look a lot like me. Make sure to pay me a visit. I can upgrade those firecrackers you call bombs. Ooh, yeah. Bye, Dodson. A rock mimic. Ow. Oh my god, I hate when they do things like this. I already suck at pronouncing things as it is, or like reading. So whenever they do things like this, it throws me off so bad. Did it fashion a cage with a lock and a key? So many questions, but I'm too hungry. Like, I get they're trying to make an accent out of it, but whenever you try to pronounce things like that, I don't know, I just can't. To care for the answers. Here, take this. It'll help you on your journey. Hey, my boy. Thank you, Dodson. I'll try and remember your name for more than 5 seconds this time. Oh my god. So you remember this thing that was on the other floor that it said it was gonna go back to? Yeah. If anyone actually ends up watching this and thinks that they're gonna be getting some sort of Undermine Pro, no. That's not the case. You got the person that's got the attention span of the... Yeah, I got no nice ways to put it, but yeah, there's no attention span here at all. So, you know how I was talking about choices in this game? I got lots of bombs. But it's already put me in the spot where I can only choose one. And this thing right here, oh, this is some excitement right here. The fact that we're just starting the game, and it's already given us this. This is the way down. There is no other way down. So this, whatever this is, we gotta go down here. There's no other choice. Before that, we have a big decision to make. Do we want the relic, or do we want to go to the shop? I personally already know which one I want. Normally, I would say I want to go to the shop. But because this is an early game file, I know in my personal experience what I would rather have is a guaranteed relic right now to make sure that I can get stronger right now. I have to spend money at the shop don't know if there's going to be a relic. I'm pretty sure the early game shops can't even have relics. It might have a key that I can open up the other one, but that's not guaranteed. So for me, I'd rather have, in my opinion, guaranteed relic. Because I'm pretty sure the beginning shop can only have the 3 items. One's going to be a food, one might be a potion, and then I think one could be some sort of like consumable, like a bomber key. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how the early game shop works out. So I'm just going to go with the relic. We'll find this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know this one. I remember this one. Dylan's Claw. Deal even more damage when you critically strike. I should have yeah, crit damage. I should have shown you guys the stat window beforehand and after. I can't remember what it looked like before. So, yeah, we only have an 8% chance to crit. Shows you at the bottom there. We got an 8% chance to crit, and just below that in green it says 188 percent critical multiplier. So that means we're gonna get almost like 2 times damage whenever we crit. Not a high chance for us to crit, but it's a chance, and when we do crit, it's going to deal almost double damage. So, I don't know if bombs can do crit damage. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's only on this, because otherwise it would probably have shown on here. That it just says base modifier and base modifier and doesn't have any numbers there. So I don't think the Dylan's Claw actually is applying to the bomb damage, but it's definitely for the swing and throw damage. But I'm other than when I was fighting that little rock mimic, I'm not using my bombs most of the time for damage, so it's totally fine. This is personally one of my favorite items. Obviously, like, if you can get items that give you crit chance, it just is a straight way to just do more damage. So we're gonna hit this thing this time so we can show you. So now it's given us a little timer. So it's Blighted Barb. Imbue your weapon with poison. So now, whenever we hit things, it'll poison an enemy. But you can see that duration is going down pretty fast. So it's not a permanent upgrade. I honestly don't care too much if it just kind of burns out right now, because I'm going to be explaining this little guy, or this room, and it's going to run out basically before we're done with that anyways. So I just wanted to show you guys that, now that we've actually had that opportunity to, I guess, a second chance to kind of go over that, even though I skipped over it the time before. Alright, so this is a fun little area here. Got all the candles and stuff. This big creepy ass guy. And these relics, but with some little symbols up above, which we'll go over in a second. Let's go talk to this guy. What's he all about? Shogul. Definitely not how that's pronounced, but you know what? We're gonna rule with it. This guy is Shogul, the opulent demon. What is this? A creature as pure as the void. Tell me, creature, are you not tempted by the flame? Power comes at a price, but the trade is always fair. So, let's talk to him one more time. What has caused the pure creature like yourself to dig so far? Why have you abandoned your star? Surely you don't seek the dark power. Well, but maybe we do. Let's see what he's got. So, these symbols up above here, these are for curses. So, we haven't even gotten to the other aspects of, well, a lot of aspects. I like how it says we're nowhere right now. We are literally nowhere. Nowhere but somewhere. So these are relics, but as he said, they come with a price. Um, so one thing I will say is that we actually aren't forced to take anything before we leave. I kinda really don't know how I feel about that. Like, it's definitely good on some rounds, but I feel like that there should be like a mode where you were, or like something where you're forced to take it. I'm not gonna say more than that because I just thought of something, and we're gonna forget that I said that. So this one's Soul Guard. Reduces and redirects damage to your max HP. Ooh. So I don't actually remember this one, but based on what it's stating, I think it makes it so that I take reduced damage, and then makes it so that my HP will kind of continuously shrink down until it's just however low. So it means when I take damage, yeah, I'm taking less damage, but if I get HP back, I'll never get back to the HP I was at before. Kinda interesting. Kinda very scary. This one, Karmic Scale. Health, damage, and healing become small and even. I don't remember what this one does either. I honestly don't want either of them right now. From what I can remember, I didn't like this one. But I'll go over the symbols and stuff. So there's the two symbols here. You got the little purple one and like the dark purple one with like the screaming skull. This little one, these are curses. So these are debuffs. Instead of things like our relics and stuff that are like buffs to us, these are debuffs. But curses can be removed. So they're not permanent, but they do require us to be able to uncurse ourselves of said curses and remove them. So we have to find items to do that for us, or else we're stuck with them indefinitely. They don't just fade away. Or I'm pretty sure most of them don't. Maybe there's one or two that I think will fade away after they've done their effect, or the course of their effect. But for the most part, they don't just fade away, unless you can remove them. But there'll be, there's a whole list of them. Where is it? So like, so this here is the relic. So I kind of glossed over earlier the book that we got at the beginning, because I didn't want to go into it too far before we got anywhere, because I was really just itching to get into the game. But so there's a page for our peasant and stuff. It tells us how long we've been kind of chatting away here. This first one here is probably going to be a pretty long one, as we're getting into the game here and kind of explaining some stuff and just kind of getting into the swing of this, because it's the first time ever doing something like this. So getting more comfortable with this. I hope to get more comfortable with doing this. I'm not used to just kind of talking aloud and kind of having the entire floor to myself. This is kind of a new experience. But besides all that, I kind of glossed over the book here earlier, other than kind of like our peasant a little bit. Didn't even acknowledge our peasant's name. Said, you know what? Someone tell me how to pronounce this, because Destrini? What kind of a name is this? If your name is this, I apologize, but if you have a name like this, I kind of almost want to be friends with you, because like, oh my god, how in the heck did somebody ever get named this? And if this is your name, please tell me how to pronounce it. There's no way. I shouldn't say no way. There's, with the amount of people we have in this world, maybe somebody has this name. So I don't want to say that. But this is the bestiary. It shows me how many things I've killed, their health, what their weaknesses is, which is kind of cool, and it kind of gives a little description. Maybe one day. I've never actually read through all these, I'll be honest. Uh, so I'm not too sure, but it's I've never even really thought about it, but it kind of shows you all this little information about all these enemies. If they got a weakness, their HP, um, kind of what their attacks are, their attack types too, which is kind of cool. So like this is explosive, this is physical, physical. Oh, that one doesn't attack. I was like, why doesn't it show an attack? Physical weakness of lightning for the glump. I was calling it a slime. I don't actually know if I said anything about that, but like there's all these enemies that we haven't discovered yet, right? So as we progress through the game, we're gonna come into encounter all these enemies as we progress further down in the mine, and all these relics, right? So Wayland gave us these boots, but we're never gonna find them until we craft them. So we have to speak with Wayland to craft the relic. And I glossed over these items in the fight with the stone mimic, or the rock mimic. But we got this one here, the javelin. Damage of the thrown pickaxe increases as it travels further. So the further the pickaxe goes out, the more damage we'll end up doing. And then this other one here, I actually saw, but was kind of in mid-thought, and I didn't want to distract myself anymore. The blast suit. Invulnerability to friendly bomb blasts and increases bomb damage. So you know how we were talking about those bomb damage runs? This is one of the items, one of the most amazing items to make any of those runs possible. I will do a bomb damage run at some point. Just because not many people who play this game ever do the bomb damage runs. A lot of it is because it is hard to set up. In my opinion, it's not something you can do early. It's something that you have to do towards like the middle section of the game, because you obviously have to get the relics to start off with. And because of how many relics that there are in the game, it can be hard to set up. So it does make it hard to find the relics you need to make the proper setup. But it's also one of the fun things about the game, is that there is so many options. There's a thing here for potions, so there's so many potion options throughout the game. Blessings is another thing we haven't come across yet, but blessings is kind of like the opposite to curses. And then like these are all the curses. We haven't even, because we're not going to take one, I'm tempted to do it, but I also know that this will screw the rest of our run here, and I really am hoping to kind of get as far as I can, make as much money off this first run, as I'm kind of curious as to how far we can go without any upgrades yet, after just kind of getting back. So let's see how far we can go, and then I can start exploring more in these. But the curses, while they give you debuffs and stuff until you can get rid of them, the blessings give you, well, blessings that can help you progress throughout the game, or make you stronger, or just give you a whole bunch of different like options, as well as to how you can build your character. And then this is just a whole bunch of artifacts. I actually didn't even remember that this page existed. But while we have our journal, I guess these are more like key items. I guess that would probably be a better way to phrase it, other than artifacts. Also, while there's items, there's also familiars. So like our little bird, our little friend here, the canary. There's a whole bunch of other little friends that we can get along the way at some point too. So I'm really excited to unlock all the stuff amongst the game, kind of go at it again, and yeah. But for now, we're gonna kind of progress again. We've kind of stalled ourselves out long enough here. So we're gonna say goodbye to our friend here, Shogul. Another name that I will forget in no time at all. Honestly, it's not worth my time to contemplate the motivation of such a simple creature. Okay, wow. You know what? Destroy some of your candles for that. Anyways, moving on. Goldmine 4. Woo. Oh, so here's another fun one. Woo. Kill all the enemies in here first. So this other slime, it was darker slime. The slimes actually have, depending on their color, there's a whole bunch of different slimes. Different effects. I shouldn't say effects. They're coded. The way that the slimes work, they're actually coded. So the blue slime is just kind of like a water slime. The black slime. It's an oil slime. So wherever it jumps and lands, it creates an oil patch where you can't jump, and the peasant lets you know by making a terrible sound. A terrible yet lovely sound. I don't know. Depends on how you want to take it. If you're struggling and you're trying to get out of a situation, it sounds terrible. I don't know. I find it kind of funny. I'm not stepping on that, buddy. I protected you. You were in danger. Of course, that's what I'll tell myself. Ooh. Okay, I kind of want to keep this guy alive for a second, so I explain what he does, because I love this guy. I'm pretty sure his name is Bobo. I can't remember some of the NPC names, but I can remember this enemy's name in particular. He's just a chill guy. Yeah, we're friends. But unfortunately, to leave this room, we must make him angry. When you make Bobo angry, he will charge you. And sometimes drop... oh no, Bobo! I was trying to explain something, Bobo. Bobo will literally keep charging at you until he dies. But he also... So the reason I had Bobo running around was for that exact reason. He helps reveal secret rooms. Bobo, I'm gonna put you out of your misery. I'm sorry, Bobo. It's the only way for me to proceed. Oh, I never even went over this. How much is it? +1. So maybe it is on a 1-to-1, but it went down already. So yeah, I guess the war paint is a 1-to-1 attack damage. I don't know about swing speed, but definitely kind of nice. If we kill a bunch of enemies in one room, it'll definitely increase the damage. But Bobo will help reveal secrets. So kind of like the bombs, where if you blow up a bomb to the side here, Bobo will hit those walls with such force that he will break through them and find secrets for you. So Bobo found the secret for us. Oh, did we test our skills? Heck yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't jump there. I had that. Okay, we gotta do it again. I was just impatient. Let's go. Money and steak. I can't believe I had that the first. Can we get back safely though? Let's go. Okay, first try. No one saw otherwise, right? Definitely a pro now. Oh, so you see the slime there? It stepped in the water and changed. So let's actually bring it back over to the goop. If it lands in it, boom! Changes. So they coat themselves, which is kind of cool. I kind of really like that about the slimes, is that they can change their property. So if you see an oil slime and you don't want it bouncing around, but you see some water, highly recommend that you get it to jump in the water to turn it to being a water slime instead. So, just one thing that I thought was really cool. Oh. Hello. Hi there. Oh, let's talk to Mr. Knight first. She has something to say. I don't know if I want to listen to that yet. I don't know. Yeah, no. Sir, I'm gonna have to... Oh, she's nervous. I'm going to have to kindly ask you to turn around. The dungeon is off limits. Okay. But what if I want to fight? Oh, you literally have nothing to say. Okay. Well, at least she was nice enough to say something to me, buddy. Oh, turn around, peasant. The dungeons are off limits to plebs. Excuse me? Okay, I don't like that guy. He's rude. What's your name, sir? You know, I don't even want to know. You're not nothing to me. You're the pleb. Ah, yes. So this, you can see it has a lock on this chest. Unlike, so these, I don't have any keys. I want keys. So the game is giving me all these bombs that I can't really use. I mean, I could try and search out for secret rooms. And I remember there being a way that you can kind of tell secret rooms from non-secret rooms in the walls without hitting them. There used to be a way where you could just hit the wall like this, if I think I remember correctly, and you can hear the difference. I don't think that's still a thing in the game though. But you can just blow up random walls and kind of guess. I like saving my bombs for if I know something is there or if I really want to blow up something. It's definitely not in the range of that, but I spooked myself. Oh. Prime example, it could not jump there in the oil that I walked on. Why oil is dangerous. Damn, Bobo, you got a lot of health. I kinda got Bobo to blow up some more rocks for me. Didn't feel like taking the time to do that. Kinda just wanted to move on. Oh my goodness, look at all these things that need keys and I just have no keys. That's pretty sad. That's actually really sad. So, at this point, there's not many things I can do other than go to this spooky room here. That looks totally safe. It's totally why there's a, you know, skull on the wall. Or I could try and find some secret rooms. So, if I remember correctly, there's two good ways that you can kind of look for secret rooms. One is if you find like little corner patches like this. I find them to be highly likely to have a secret room attached to either side of this. I don't know if the best way to explain it is kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like if anyone's ever played The Binding of Isaac. It's kind of like that when it comes to the map. Not exactly the same, but there is certain like conditions for secret rooms to be able to spawn. to the side of each of these rooms. One of which being that you have to be able to... So this is a good room to kind of explain. A secret room will not be on this side or this side, because you cannot walk straight out of it. So there's very highly likely, not even just highly likely, there's like 0% chance that there's a secret room on either side here. If I remember correctly, man, it's been a while since I played even The Binding of Isaac. Oh my god. I can't even remember all the secret room conditions for that. But one thing is that I'm just going to put a bomb here. When an explosion goes off in the room, if there is a secret room... I was on the wrong side. So, again, was, in my opinion, highly likely to be here, or on the other side here. I just guessed wrong. I was hoping on the other side, because that way it means I would be able to bomb into the shop. Ooh, okay. So, this fire, a little different than other fires. This is actually what's called a cursed flame. So, if we blow this flame up, or the stand up, we're gonna get cursed. So we're gonna get one of those little curses that we were talking about before. This is gonna be the first instance of curse that we get. But with that, the reason that you do want to blow these things up is because they tend to give us items and other fun goodies out of it. We're currently looking for keys and on a mission for keys. That's why we were trying to blow up into secret rooms. And this may be our opportunity to do so, so we're gonna blow this thing up and pray for some keys. And we did indeed get some keys. But with that we got the curse we were gonna talk about. So this is actually one of my least favorite curses. Because of course, why not? You know what? Just what better way to explain why we hate curses other than the Relic Eater. So the Relic Eater here, killing enemies destroys a relic. So our lovely little upgrades that we got here, once we kill the number of enemies that is above here, we will have one of our relics destroyed. So that's pretty sad. So you've already seen how useful the floating skulls have been to me. With my inability to dodge, Piccolo would be very sad with my dodging abilities right now. Yeah, we could just lose that. Or my favorite little Dylan's Claw for dealing critical strike. It doesn't tell you which relic it'll do it. It's completely random. But it's pretty sad that that's what we got for our first curse. I honestly don't expect to survive long enough for this to go off, so it's not the end of the world, but it is pretty sad. So it's also dropped us items like I was kind of explaining. We need keys so bad. It's probably not the best place to use it, but it's probably the only place I'm going to be able to use it, because I'm not even going to lie to you, I am 100% probably going to die to this boss here. If I survive and actually get through the boss, I would be surprised. We'll see. So I'm just going to use this. I'm going to duplicate all basic items in the room. So basic items are like keys, bombs. There's another item that we haven't come across that it also duplicates as well, that helps us get rid of said curses. But we don't have any of those right now, and more than likely we won't find one right now. So this is actually a key ring, which is 2 keys, which will duplicate, so I'll get 4 keys. So kind of really wanting that right now, so I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Boom, look at that, 4 keys right there. from 0 to 4, we got the same number of keys and bombs now. And then this one, Berserker's Brew, deal and take more damage. So, you know what, we'll hold on to that right now. I don't like the fact that we are going to take more damage, but dealing more damage always sounds fun, so yeah, we'll hold on to that. So you know how I was talking about dying? Now's a good point, or a good time to bring it up. Talked about it at the beginning here, gold integrity. It says 50%. If we die, that's why this number here is kind of in brackets there. Right now, we have 1150 gold. If we die, that's how much gold we get to take back with us up to the surface. When we take gold back up to the surface, there is things that we can buy up at the surface. But we can also take that gold with us into the next run if we don't spend it. Which means that we can use it on the shop and stuff. So like earlier on when we came and we talked to the shopkeeper, he had that option for us that we still can't even afford even though we're all the way down here. If we take money with us into the next run, maybe next time we can afford that. So we'll see. What is this one? Crits temporarily increase critical chance. Ooh, that's kind of fancy. Kind of really would work well with Dylan's Claw here because we deal even more damage when we critically strike. The only thing with that is that we don't have a high chance at critting, but once we start critting, we'll just keep critting more often, getting more procs of Dylan's Claw, hopefully. Hopefully we can kind of scale that out from there. So I'm kind of debating right now, because I don't want to screw this up, what I want to do here. Because I can open said chest, use the key. So this key here, it's like right now we can't get across here. This key is basically just telling us that it's probably going to give us a bridge all the way over here to this other chest. So I can either use this key and then these other two keys and use all my keys in this one room, or I can go into that shop. I'm kind of tempted to do that and just use all my keys here and then hope that I get another key out of these two chests. But I'm definitely going to open at least this one, and then we'll decide from there. Regenerate health over time. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that potion. It's probably way better than this other potion. I'm tempted to see how much more damage, again, it is with that. You know what, I am just going to do this. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Ta-da! Super secret platform. Because even if I don't get a key and I don't get into the shop, I don't think we're going to be missing out on much, realistically. And of course we get another bomb. No, the goal! Yeah, I just really didn't have high hopes for the shop. You know, maybe I'm underestimating the early game shop, but like, I seriously just... I'm gonna drink that right now and kind of heal up a bit, so I can keep this potion. It's not gonna last for long, and it'll get me almost to full health. Or it will get me to full health. I don't know. We'll see. Nice. Okay. I thought it would take one more and I'd be like one away, and I was like, that would have been pretty cool, but pretty much there. So I got 5 more bombs I could try and see. I think on each floor there can be 2 secret rooms and 1 crawl space, so there might be 1 more secret room that we could find. So I'm kind of tempted to look for that and see if I can get anything else before this boss fight, before I throw it all away. So I'll try this room, because this room could be highly likely. It is nice. It's just always on the wrong side. Ooh. So this here is a fun little thing. This is an altar, and we can pray at this altar. And there's a few different things that we can do. One is we can remove a curse. So this is one of our options for removing a curse. We can spend 50 HP and remove a curse, which right now, before we fight a boss, would not be a good idea. I'll just say that right off the bat. But it is an option. Or we can get blessings. But each blessing does come with a curse. A minor curse, not a major curse. And each of these blessings will give us different things. So this one here, Demolition, will give us increased bomb size. And then this one here, Toughness, will increase our maximum HP. So I'm going to take Toughness because we want more HP for this boss fight, as much as possible. So we got a bit more HP, but this is our curse. Decrease the amount of gold received. So that kind of sucks because we like gold, but kind of need that HP for the boss fight. So I'm kind of glad that we bombed that and didn't just go straight into the boss fight. I'll be honest, my luck with secret rooms is not great because I'm usually pretty scattered, so the fact that I actually found both of them, I'm kind of surprised. But hey, we did it. The only thing left to do is fight the boss. Been kind of putting it off. So I guess away we go. Let's do this. Woo! Alright, this is Celt, Queen of the Sand. Ooh. So I probably should be doing more than just, ooh. Oh my god. Dude, the floating skull, MVP so far. So we got a lot of stuff going on, so I'm probably not going to be able to explain much about this boss fight. Ooh, don't touch me, Celt. Don't do it. Maybe I've been undervaluing the skulls for a long time. Or maybe I just don't remember it being as good as it actually is. But it's definitely saved me hard this this whole run. Actually, we're doing better on this boss fight than I was originally anticipating. I personally have more luck with throw for being more consistent with damage. Even though swing damage is more, I find throw damage to just be, obviously because you have more range with the throw, easier to land. Like, again, I couldn't get a hit in versus if I threw, I would have been able to. So that's why I've been using throw damage a lot more. In my personal opinion, it's just easier to land in most cases. Ooh, there's a crit. Yeah, let's do more of those. 2% extra crit. Oh, she touched me. Oh, so far pretty good actually. I'll be honest and admit that I am quite nervous right now. I don't know. I just want to do my best for everybody. I wanna make this a successful first run for us. Good way to start off the Undermine chapter, you know. Get through our first. Oh shoot. Okay, I think the game gave me a freebie there. Oh, don't do it, Celt. But yeah, I want our first run here to be a successful one. So I really wanna come bring that dub for the team. This has definitely not been the cleanest fight, I will say. I'll be honest, for the amount of time I've been away from this game, I do remember the pattern quite well, I think. But yeah, if I was doing the swing damage and got more swing damage hits in, probably could have killed it a lot faster. But I just didn't see it being. Didn't see me surviving that way, I guess I should say. Because, like, I got almost double the swing damage than I do throw damage. Just didn't feel like I was going to get through if I just went for swing damage, though. Anyways, moving on, we got a rare blueprint. Celt's Egg. So again, we can craft this at our friend the blacksmith's Wayland. So for now, we can't really do anything with it other than the fact that we have it. And we got Celt's Blood. We can brew this at the Alchemist. So we actually haven't gone to check out on the Alchemist yet, so we'll have to go look at that later. Not gonna say more than that right now. So we had all this gold, but I don't think we've gotten any, or we've gotten very few of these. Or maybe I just picked them up, or maybe I picked up a few along the way. These are thorium. Another very useful thing for us that we need as we progress here. For our items and the crafting cost, this is actually, instead of gold, what we need to use. So it has here a crafting cost, and it has the shop cost listed here. When we're going up to Wayland, we need to have thorium before we can craft them. We can't just automatically craft them. It does require some payment or something to actually get them to us. And thorium's our answer to that. The dungeon key. I'm pretty sure this is what we need to continue to progress at this point. Enemies of the kingdom are kept in the dungeon. Entrance is prohibited. So this will allow us to continue past that rude soldier. And then we got the artifact Celt's Fragment. So that is our proof that we have defeated Celt. Which I did not expect us to be able to do. And we pop up here, next to our rude little soldier. Oh, you little rude soldier boy. I'm not even gonna... Bath Cat. Didn't... The name is Bath Cat, I forgot about that. Oh my, you have the key to the dungeon. Go right on ahead, sir. We gotta say that, buddy. She said I can go through. Pleb. Was it? Pleb. I gotta say now. Where did you get that key? Toad fine. Oh well. I guess go right on through. What do you gotta say to that? You're not gonna like what you find in there, though. It can't be worse than you, my friend. Calling me a pleb. You know, I could have had respect for you, sir. But as they say, treat others like the way you want to be treated. Or something along those lines. You rude to me, I rude to you. Oh. I didn't want to kill you, but you were a healer. I'm sorry. I just wanted this guy. So yeah, I wasn't originally gonna do this, but this is another way that you can get through the store. You know, he disrespected me first. Who's the jumping toad now, boy? Suck it. Yeah, I had to do that. There was no other option. Bathcat, I'm sorry, you were just collateral. It was Toadvine I was after the entire time. But as they say, treat others the way you want to be treated. So I guess now Bathcat's gonna have to come after me next time. Oh god, the circle of revenge. What have I done? Terrible things. Well, I'm sure I'll get my, I'm sure the game will now have to just punish me for that. I guess this is where it all ends. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Shout out to anyone else who has a disgusting sleep schedule, by the way. Just for reference, for me this is about 3 in the morning right now. I work evening shifts, so I usually get off like 1 o'clock. So I've only been home realistically for like a couple hours from my like actual work day. But ooh, what was this? The dungeon map. A hooded figure appears in the corner. But yeah, shout out to anyone else who has a disgusting sleep schedule, by the way, because yeah, you're my people. I don't know where I was gonna really go with that, but we're just gonna roll with that. So don't know if you noticed this shiny ass looking stone things. Yeah, we can't get through those right now. We need some stronger explosives from our friend Dooland. Or whatever his name was. I think it was... Nope. I was memeing before, but now I can't actually remember his name. It was close. Close. Ugh. So now we got some fire slimes. And this thing removes a curse but deals 75 damage. I don't think we can do that right now, so we're definitely not. We are in big danger, as they would say. Oh, and I didn't even notice, but our little birdie leveled up. So our little birdie can get stronger too here. It can progress up. It has 3 different levels to him. So at the first level, it picks up gold for the peasant. The second level, gold picked up by the canary and the peasant is increased in value, so the gold is worth more. And then at the third level, the canary gains speed and can steal gold from the pilfers. So the little things that are trying to steal my gold, it can steal gold from. Steal it right back. So now it's level 2. I have an income multiplier of 10%. Which I don't know how much this is decreasing in value. I'm pretty sure this is 10% for each level. I could be wrong and it's maybe 5%. Maybe it's 5%. I'm not too sure. I would have thought it would have said here. Or maybe it's already been affected. I'm not too sure. We can find that out later. Aw, spiders. I hate spiders in this game. they're not bad if you can one-shot them, but if you can't, the reason I hate them is that spiders, when they hit you, can poison you. And poison slows you down, which makes it then easier to get hit by more things. So once you're hit by a spider, or once you're poisoned, it just starts to fall out of control really fast. This little fire thing here, it's just going to keep doing its thing until the end of time, which I'm not a fan of, but so be it. Oh, it's more bath cats! See? Ship is coming back. She's back for revenge. See? She's gonna get me killed. She's gonna do it. Her and all her friends are actually gonna get me killed. Sorry, Bath Cat. Not today. Thought she tried really hard to do so. What's in this here? Well, that is very tragic. Dimble's Emporium. And I got one key. Actually, I really want in here. Sure you want 2 keys? That is actually very tragic. I really need another key. Oi! Come back here! Aw. See, that could have been avoided, sir. You did that to yourself. You know, I'm not too sure why. This wall to me is suspicious. And I'm gonna blow it up. That was wrong. Ah, it was this wall. I knew this room was suspicious. Well, this is very tragic. So I've wasted all my bombs. This chest is open, which will unfortunately sometimes happen. But this chest here, can't open it. It actually requires a bomb to be dropped on it to open. I don't have another one of those because I wasted my bomb. Every single time I've looked for a secret door, pretty much so far, I've wasted 2 bombs instead of 1. So, normally, if I remember correctly, as far as I've progressed so far, within, this run would have been almost the majority of an entire run. And I can tell you for a fact that, this run here is very in the very early stages. So this run is definitely going to take longer than most. Like, it's already been over an hour for this run, so I've kind of been explaining a lot more things as I kind of go along, which I mean is to be expected in a run that I'm like trying to explain things to other people, trying to go over some things and explain them. I just said explaining like 4 times because I was distracted by this. We found another secret thing. We have no bombs. That is very tragic. So I really want to go in there and see what's in there. But basically this run is going to take quite a while unless if we die. Oh, now the game's just being mean. Now it's really telling me that I need bombs and keys. I get it, game. I'm poor, and I've made bad choices, and there's no one's fault other than my own. least you're gonna give me the shop for free. This is how you tell me that I should be spending more time in the shop. You're right, game. I'm sorry. Why did I ever doubt you? Do I really want it? Do I really want it? I got 2 potions for 1. Sure, will you... Actually, you know what? Find all the options, then move forward. All the options, then move forward. I was gonna see if he would let me do the thing now. But first I want to buy this. So I can get bombs. And more keys! Let's go see Dimble. Or Dibble. Not Dimble. Sir, can I help you with anything? There isn't anything interesting over there. Really? I see something incredibly interesting. Just come step over here if you don't mind. But they're for sale, right? Yeah, they are. Ha! What can you do about it now? About your stuff. Oh, a customer. Yes. Yes, that is what I am, sir. The positive vibes are paying off, even way down here. Yes. Ahem. Good day, sir. Can I help you with something? Have a look around. All the items half price, seeing how you released me. Okay. I mean, I already bought your items. So... I'm just gonna assume you gave me that discount before I bought them. Right. Right. Yeah, what are you doing locked up in the dungeon? Well, there was a mix-up with my bomb seller's permit, as in I didn't have one. You know that could be a problem. The guards didn't hesitate to lock me away, but as you can see, I haven't let that get me or my business down. Yeah, it only required me freeing you to try and pursue your legal business. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna break all your stuff in here. How do you feel about that? You have anything to say about that? I just broke everything. Okay. Cool. Yeah, don't run into any Bobo. We'll chase you down. You were really suspicious of me. And if I remember correctly, you did not want me to do anything here. Yes. Yes, sir. I remember that. You have a secret stash! With goodies. What's in here? Glaive. Another blueprint. And then 108 beads. Now, my oh my. Why would you need that many beads? And keys. Oh, yeah, this is everything we ever needed. The game had mercy. It gave me that second key. I knew I was having an existential crisis. It said, you know what, here's a free one on us. This one's on the house. Oh, yeah. You know, I'm also amazed that I kind of remember a lot of these items still. Again, this one, Iron Branch. I think it's just because it's a stick. It's the simple things. Increase health, swing damage, and attack speed. So many things. So swing damage is 18. We have a swing speed of 1. And then, yeah, health is right now 230. Lots of stuff. So 253 from 230. Not much on the damage increase, but 10% increase on the swing speed. So it's probably 10% all around. That's probably what that is, but still, quite nice. And if you get more buffs and stuff, that 10% will stack with the other stuff if I remember correctly. Which is awesome. I'm gonna go check on our lovely shopkeeper here. See if he's willing to still do that trade. Keeping an eye on this relic eater thing. 28 more enemies. It's gonna take one of our amazing little relics here. Hey shopkeep. Yes, I would love to do that now actually. Excellent. I will send my assistant to set things up in your lobby. Thank you for being part of the loyalty Patreon of our shop, and we look forward to future transactions. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I kind of want to buy this potion. Drinking this potion literally just drops 2 potions. It's 600 gold, but I'm so tempted. I don't need it. I don't need it. I need it. Purification. Removes all curses, bombs, keys, and sets health to 1. Ooh, that's tempting. I really want to get rid of that. That would get rid of my bombs, and it would get rid of my keys. This, it says drops some useful things. This one, oops. Well, I guess I bought that too. Just wanted to pick this up. This one gives me just a bunch of items. So it gives me a steak, and it gives me a bomb and a key. Which is tempting me to now drink this potion, because that means I would be able to get rid of both these curses that are getting rid of my money and about to get rid of one of my things. Oh my god. I can't believe I forgot about this. Well, I'm definitely blowing this up now that I remember about it. We'll go down there in a second. And then, you know what? I can do all these things and then pick up and drink that potion. Wow, that just was kind of underwhelming. And there's another, I found the other secret. Oh my god. Well, game just did a 180 on me. What's down here? Oh. We're gonna get back to that in a second. We're gonna do the thing we were talking about here. Because yeah, I have no more bombs now. I'm really only gonna lose 1 key. But I'm gonna get rid of 2 curses. Oh, but it's gonna set my health to 1. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a big no-no. That's a big no-no. Okay. Thinking back, we're not gonna do the super incredible big bad potion, because that is going to ruin my day. It's good in a lot of scenarios. The fact that it sets your health to 1, if you're not in an area that you can heal, that would ruin everything that we've done so far, and we've spent a lot of time on trying to make what we've done kind of work. And I want to keep going because I'm loving what we're doing so far. So let's go check this out. Someone didn't make it. Oh, we can peep. Okay. Yep. Very ominous lit path. Nothing to see here. Out of all of them, 1 is missing. These guys again. You gonna call me a pleb again? You know what? Talk to her first last time. Am I still a pleb? Oh, Toad Vine, you can't be like that. Oh, I think somebody's so salty we beat him up. How did you find your way in here, sir? I don't know. The clearly marked X on the rock was pretty good indicator. Can't be in here. This is one of the kingdom's most dangerous criminals. Criminals. Well, you said I couldn't be in the other place, and I did that too. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Well. Where's the special key? Wow, you're just the silent type, huh? Well, you have to insist. Well, you know what? Let's just break it down like last time. Oh. Oh. I mean, you said you had to insist. You know, I don't want to be the one to say this, but it's just like, wow. Lowborn? Okay, now I don't feel bad about beating you up earlier, Bathcat. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Okay, you know what? I might have some blame in this, Bathcat. I did hit you first. But that was a low blow. Look how the skull still stayed. Someone wow. Oh my, Bathcat. Someone ought to teach that filthy worker some manners. Damn, Bathcat is savage. Someone ought to teach you what a proper level of retaliation is. That was appropriate. Okay. Well, I guess I can't go in there anymore. I don't know. Let me know who's more savage, me or Bathcat. Oh, I gotta know. I gotta know. Ooh, so there's a lot of rooms that are like little puzzle rooms where nothing's in it except like one thing. It tries to tell you what you need to do. In this case, the game just literally wants you to feel pain. And honestly, game, bite me. Game will giveth and game will taketh away. The game honestly has been pretty generous in giving me items, so I can't really say that what I did was a bad choice. So I wouldn't have been able to unlock a whole bunch of stuff there without it being giving me access to the shop there. And I got some more money. Hey, little thief. So one thing that I should mention, you probably noticed me swinging it around, obviously the mouse that's on screen. I personally like to play this game with keyboard and mouse. A lot of other people like to play it with controller. It's really just a preference thing. I like the fact that I can have my mouse on the... Oh, that guy just got booted. Bye. That was kind of satisfying. Just watch them drop. Ooh. Okay, we both ate it on that one. Okay, that's kind of weird. Honestly don't remember them locking bosses behind doors like this. I mean, obviously I can still open it, but like, if I couldn't, would the game just be like, no, you can't fight the boss? before I had like no keys. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die in this room. Nice. Ooh. Yeah, be on fire. Okay. Well, we didn't die, so that's a plus. I honestly thought I was going to be a gunner on that one. Whew. Whew. Nice. Ooh, we're up to 18% crit. Pretty nice. Well, let me pause like this. Oh, yeah. So now I got 26% crit. I don't like pausing in combat like that very often, but I just wanted to show Canis Major how it's giving me all that extra crit. Now I can actually use Dylan's Claw a bit more effectively. So I have been getting those crits and stacking them, and definitely has... Ooh, I thought he was firing, but he was just reloading. Definitely has been noticeable on the output for the damage when you are able to stack that up. No secret rooms so far that I can think of. Can't even get into one with a bomb right now anyways. So I have no bombs. Okay. Ooh, thank you. Shields. Okay, well, I want to deal with you. Ooh. Oh, that hurt. Oh, 6 HP. Oh, please be some food in here. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, we on death's door, baby. Yeah, get booped. We got. Oh. I'm pretty sure this thing hits me once I'm just toast. They're not hard to avoid, but like... for them it's just timing, because all they do is electrocute after they move a bit. 14 more and a relic will be destroyed. Oh shoot. I guess the early game shops can have a relic. I seriously didn't expect that. So this one's really cool. Bomb damage, bomb damage. Bomb kills permanently increase bomb damage. So that blast suit from earlier, amazing way to start a bomb damage run. And then with the relic, or not the relic, the blessings for the bomb size, like from earlier, that's how you get a really cool bomb damage run. Because, again, this is going to keep the bomb damage going up. Bomb size. If we can get our other friend there to make the bombs do even more damage, we're looking at some pretty fun times. Ooh, guidance. Ricochet the Throne Pickaxe. So this is a pretty cool one. We don't have any enemies to fight right now. Sure, I'm gonna go pick up that food because we are on death's door. Wait, what? Oh. just realized something. So it's been a really long time since I've done a bunch of the early game stuff in Undermine. So I just realized what this this boss room looking thing is here. This is another one of the meta progression things. The reason I realized and was kind of confused by this is that usually each of the areas has only 4 levels to it. So like right now we're in Dungeon 2. This area goes to Dungeon 4. So I wasn't expecting there to be a boss in Dungeon 2, especially behind the locked door. That really threw me off. So I'm pretty sure it's definitely a meta progression thing. This is a really cool thing here too. Don't know if it's gonna let me stop once I use it. But you know what, why not? So this lets us choose a relic. Okay, I guess it does. And we can leave it here for later. So that if we find this room later, we can pick that relic up. But that means for now that we are going to sacrifice a relic. And I don't know if I really want to do that just yet. I do not. Straight up, just do not. 46 health in a dream. The dream is looking kind of a little sad right now, if I'm gonna be honest. Ooh. So, we got ourselves a regular chest. This is a cursed chest. So, could open both. But if we open both, we can't get into this fun little boss room here. And the curse is gonna... This cursed chest kind of like the cursed flames. They usually give us a lot of good items. But again, the debuffs could be... Ooh. Potion. Drop gold continuously. But the effects of it could ruin us or make it worse, because they usually give pretty decently bad curse out of the curse chest, kind of like the curse flame. The ones that you get from altars are a little bit more minor, because you got, I think, minor, sorry, maybe there's 3 different, because there's the minor curse, the curse, and then I think there's the major curses. Because I don't remember if this is a major curse or not. It just says curse. Probably look it up in the other tab here. But what I was super excited about is this potion, because this potion, drink it right now, is going to drop gold continuously. Oh, look at all that money. Hey, that's my money. So we just made a lot of money right there. Be terrified of me. Just like I am. So I'm gonna do this room. I'm gonna regret doing this room, because I'm pretty sure this room is gonna kill us. But if we get out of here alive, that is the key we were looking for. So, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can bomb these statues. Well, there went my only bomb. If I remember correctly, these are the bosses, or the mini bosses. As soon as I walk up to this, all hell is about to break loose. So they must have changed it at some point, because I remember a time when you used to be able to... Oh, there goes my little ricochet thing going off. Ooh. Oh, we are so boned. We need a miracle. I apologize for sound effects. That may or may not be unpleasant to some people's ears. Oh, we got one. 3 more. Oh, we got another. No way we do this. Actual. Oh! Actual first try. Alright, here we go. Let's go. Just what you expected from your Undermine bro, right? Master's Key. Key whispers to you, there is no room for false gods. Interesting. I actually can't believe that we just survived that. I thought for sure we were dead. I thought for sure. I thought there was no hope. Well, I'm super happy about that. You know, is this shopkeep gonna offer me another one? No, just thanks for a loyal customer. I can't remember. I thought that there was more upgrades that you can do to the shop still down in the mines. Oh, 13 health though. We are not long for this world still yet. No keys, no bombs. 13 health. Things are looking pretty grim down here. So, here's another little puzzle. You can tell that it's a puzzle because there's this little platform here, meaning that there's supposed to be a chest. Game is really sneaky sometimes, but this one is kind of obvious, in my opinion at least. I guess because I've kind of played the game before. It's a spot where there should have been another statue. So the game's trying to tell us that we should be blowing up these 2 statues, and then it'll reward us with the thing. But we can't do that. We're too item broke right now. Woo! Oh! Wow. I didn't even think about that when going into the room. I just started throwing my pickaxe, thinking I was gonna be safe. But, Ricochet bounces the pickaxe, and our little lightning friend got us killed. Because it bounced to him as he was doing an electric thing. Oh, and then they killed themselves. Well, maybe they felt bad about their action. Look at these guys. It's a field day here with all my gold. I'm taking my items. Look at these little thieves. Just taking everything from me. No remorse. But anyways, unfortunately, we've died at 1 minute 27 seconds down in Dungeon 3. So we're gonna continue. I was really hoping to get further than this, but so be it. These things happen. Mistakes were made and lessons were learned. Our hero destroying, or whatever, however you want to pronounce this is, has unfortunately died. He now smells of burnt air. Went out in pretty agonizing fashion. Yes, he did. It was very sad. So what's really cool is that if anyone wanted to ever play the seed and see where they go with it, they actually offer, or not offer, they tell you the seed number. So if you have or see a run that anyone does, or have like a really cool seed that you want to share with your friends, you can actually type in the seed, and you can run that that same run, which I think is really cool. I don't think that they had this initially, but added it at some point, and I just think it's awesome. Shows us here all the enemies that we vanquished, which is really cool. Really love that. The relics we collected, and how many schematics we collected. So these are all the things that, all the meta progression items that we collected along the way. So now we can go and look at unlocking them. And unfortunately, one of the saddest parts is the gold. We lost over half our gold. Absolutely devastating. Thorium. So we collected 43 thorium on our first run here. And now we're gonna head back up to the hub. We'll spend a little bit of time in the hub here, checking it out, and we'll go from there. Back up we go. There goes Wayland. Peasant, I have something for you. So, some of you may have noticed, we look a little different. Oh, do not test my patience. Okay, you can chill. Chill out. I'll warp you in here if I have to. Whoa, okay. Alright, fine. You know what? No. No. Sardes. We're not the same peasant we were before. We actually did die. Unfortunately, our last peasant is no more. You can warp me in here if you want to, buddy. I don't believe you. But, we got some friends here now. So this is, the special shop. Oh, the pilfer is in deep concentration. Basic item voucher, food voucher, special item voucher. So these are the things that allow us to expand the shop. By purchasing these, we can expand what items are in the shop. So basic item voucher, we can expand our basic items. Food, we get more food options. And then expand the special item shop. I thought you had to do this before you would get relics. But apparently, even with the very beginning shop, you do get relics in the shop. Yeah, it just gives you, once you purchase it, it'll make it so that you can get special items in the shop. Not guaranteed, but because the shop is, all the items in it are rolled, to see what's in the shop for you, for each time. Man, he is having a time in there. So it's just like another RNG aspect of the game. This here is our boy. How you doing? How you doing, Dodson? You sick of only sort of destroying things? You really want to destroy some things? Yes, sir. I'm your man. Step up and check out these improved bombs. So we got Echo Blast. Upgrades your bombs to blow away a new kind of rock. So that other rock that we tried to destroy, but we couldn't. This is what we need. Black Powder Bomb. Increase the bomb damage. You know what? Because you've been so rowdy, I am literally going to go see you last. That's how I've determined I'm going to deal with you, wizard. Too bad. Dibble! Good day, madame. Welcome to Dibble's Freedom Emporium. Compared to the dungeons, this place is absolutely bustling with customers. Yes, sir. I also love your new tunic. Smashing color choice. Oh, thank you. I also, that's the only thing you have to say? Can I interest you in some items? Don't know where I was gonna go with that, but you know what? We're just gonna keep rolling out. Wayland, my friend. Oh hey, it's my bud. You a bit taller now? I mean, you're definitely not as colorful. Anyways, thanks for giving me a handout in the cave. I've cleaned up that forge, and have some new wares on display. Check them out. All the finest quality, I promise. If you buy something, I'll supply it to you and all your buds, you know, in case you, well, you know. Also, I craft relics. If you come across any blueprints in the mines, bring them my way. So now if we talk to him again, we get a craft option, and this is going to bring up all those blueprints and the prices. The cool thing about this is that every time that we craft it, we get to start the run, our next run, with that item. And then after that we can find it on each run thereafter. All these other items though, until we craft them, we will never find them. So I will never find the blast suit until I craft it. So I will want to craft that sooner than later, because in my opinion this is one of the more fun items once you're doing a build. If you're doing certain builds, it's not exactly useful, but can be useful for some curses, because there is a curse, I should say, that makes it when you take damage or do something. Can't remember exactly the way it was worded or phrased, or maybe there's two of them, maybe that's what's confusing me. But it'll make it so that you drop a bomb. So obviously if you're not expecting to drop a bomb, and you drop a bomb, you might take damage, but if you have this, you'll be able to avoid that. All these here are other upgrades that we can purchase, which are really cool. We've got one here called the counterweight. Increases our throw range. Glove upgrade to increase our range damage. Breezy rags, better tunic to increase our maximum HP. Tempered pickaxe, which will help us increase our swing damage. And the most important one of all, in my opinion, and my favorite, the patchwork sack. The gold sack upgrades so that you lose less gold on death. You can see how excited I am. I'm literally starting to stutter. I'm slurring my words, foaming at the mouth. Yeah, me and my gold, separate. Yep, that's right, separate. We like gold here. Gold fever. Yeah, and then lovely Dibble here will sell us some bombs to start our next run, which is really exciting. But we're not going to do another run today. We're just going to kind of talk to all the NPCs here, see what they got to say, and then we're probably going to end the first episode here. Yes, our grumpy old wizard friend, Arcanos. It's been a while. Been a long time since we've seen you. Peasant, you've returned. Oh, someone new? Very well. Peasant, I have gathered some special items that may help you in the Undermine. Feel free to use the gold you mine to pay for them. They will, of course, remain company property. Do not fret, though. Your canary will ensure they are passed on in case you meet your end. Oh, that's a kind way to put it. Do you see what I see? Sparkles! What's here? Got a peep. Book appears to be missing. Ominous. So we got some more upgrades here. We'll start from left to right, I guess. The glasses. Peep at the names and health of your enemies. So this is very helpful. It doesn't really matter about the names per se, but obviously being able to see the HP bar of enemies, quite helpful. And for 100 gold too, pretty good upgrade. Second one we got here, Gecko's Foot. Pick up gold at a distance. So this one, honestly one of my favorite upgrades. Basically means that whenever we throw the pickaxe and it comes in contact with gold, it's got quite a range too. And if we get the upgrades, from Wayland for the counterweight. We'll be able to throw our pickaxe even further away. With the Kekos Hook here, means we get to pick up gold from even further away. So a really nice one here, 400 gold, definitely worth it. Definitely highly recommend picking it up early. And then the last one we got here is the Salt Shaker. Increases the effectiveness of food. So this one, 2,000, sounds super expensive, is quite expensive, but definitely worth it. Obviously, HP is incredibly important. Like, you saw how low I was getting on HP. The more your food heals you, the better. I can't remember how much. I think it's like 50% more. It's like, if I remember correctly, it's like actually quite a big upgrade for the healing for this item. Maybe it's not a full 50%, but pretty sure it's like, it's definitely not like a small upgrade. So I'm thinking of which I want to go with right now for upgrades and stuff, and I'm kind of thinking on which item that we should take down with us for our next trip. We got beads, heal when praying at altar, and these other fun items here. Kind of thinking taking Wayland's boots. Break spikes and take names. What better first item to craft than Wayland's own boots? Yeah, let's do it. We got Wayland's boots. Let's go. All the spiky spikes. Not an issue to us anymore. Alright. Well, we were literally foaming at the mouth over a gold sack upgrade before, so I think we definitely got to do that. Can't say no to the gold upgrade, so let's do that. Gold loss down. So there's another one here, but before I keep going, because these items here, I don't know if I actually mentioned, there are multiple tiers to these upgrades. It's not just a one and done for these. I think there's 5 of each of these, maybe more. Each one will increase it by a percentage. So before, we had 50% gold integrity. We now have 55%. So each upgrade here is 5%, I think. So maybe it's like 9 for the gold. So we got 1 gold upgrade. We got 1 pickaxe upgrade from earlier. That one that Wayland had in there for us before on the rack for like 75 gold or whatever. Yep, that was one of those upgrades. So that's awesome. We got our first one there as well. That's why our swing damage is even more considerably high compared to our throw damage. I use a lot of throw damage, so I definitely think it's going to be worth it to upgrade, especially for 50, the increased range damage. We go from 10 to 13, like that was huge. That was huge. Like that was 30%. I don't think everyone is 30%, but for 50 gold, how can you say no? I definitely think I'm gonna want to do another one of these as well. Do another one of these for the gold integrity. Let's get some more HP. Kind of spread out the level a little bit here. And then let's do another one of these. And 250. How much were the bombs? Kind of want to take those bombs with me. 200. Get one more HP upgrade. Take one bomb. Are we gonna get rich next time, boys? Boys and girls. Am I helping? Do we go down with 2 bombs? The hard questions here when you're a broke peasant. I mean, we got a decent amount of little starting items here. We're gonna start with the relic 2. We had a solid first run. I'd like to keep that momentum going, so I think let's just get the bombs. I would get the glasses, but I do want to kind of go down with some money. Don't want to go down with just 18 gold. It's kind of why I was hoping to get as far as possible in the first run, so I could really just kind of push ourselves forward. But I'm pretty content with where we got on our first go. Again, getting back into the swing of things. Really excited again for Undermine 2, so we're going to be playing this for a while until we get Undermine 2. Join all of the fun things that we enjoyed in Undermine in the first place once again, and yeah, thanks for joining. Hopefully you had a good time. I had a pretty fun time here. Definitely something new for me, and let me know if you have any feedback, comments, or anything that think I should be doing, or any suggestions. And I hope to see you all in another one here. Have a good one, everyone, and bye.